Hi, my name is Rob White from Evans and Pierce, and I'm going to spend a couple minutes talking to you now about the advantages of the VBW8 fan range over some of its competitors. This is a fan that's used primarily for pedestal ventilation, and it's got a number of key features which I think are unique to the VBW8, and I'm just going to talk you through them now. The first of these features are, I don't know if you can see this here, but this is a thermal cutout. The role of the thermal cutout is to ensure that the motor and the capacitor are protected in the advent of low voltage burnout. These fans can be run on extension leads which are too long or of an inadequate size, and when that happens, the motor doesn't receive sufficient current, and then it can become damaged. The thermal cutout stops this happening, so it stops the motor from burning out. If you have to replace a burnt out motor, you're looking at 150 to 200 pounds, depending on where you source it and whether or not you have it fitted. And it's not just cost, it's the hassle involved at a busy time of year, and also the thing that you bought, which is the fan, isn't doing the job that you bought it for, which is ventilating the crop. So this is a really important feature, the thermal cutout. Second unique feature to the VBW8 is the fact that it does have 150mm or 6-inch round blowing spigot. Not all the fans out there on the market come with that as standard. It's very often an optional extra. If you're one of those growers that choose to blow the air into the duct, so you pressurize the pedestal with air coming in here, blowing down into the pedestal, you can do this straight out the box with the VBW8. Which is, as I said, not always the case with our competitors' fans. That blowing spigot can cost you sort of 40 to 60 pounds as an optional extra. One of the other key features of the range is the fact that it's all aluminium construction. You're not going to find this corroding, so it is certainly built for the long term. The other thing that the VBW8s come with is a very, very strong impeller. This is what's known as a strip runner impeller, and you'll find this in most of the other fans used in the UK for crop ventilation. It's quite light. This one here, it's got the weight written on the back, it's 926 grams. This is a pressed galvanized steel impeller, which is what you'll find inside the VBW8. This impeller, it's got the weight written there, is 1,479. There's 50% more material in this than that. And for something that's rotating at around 2,900 RPM and all the associated forces, plus the risk of grain, stones going through the fan, and also the buildup of dust on the vanes can put the impeller out of balance. A strong impeller is really important. If you look here, if I exert some force on this impeller, you can just see it begin to distort. If I do something a little bit more with the VBW8 impeller, I weigh about 110 kgs. It's my full body weight going through that. There's nothing wrong with that. I'll put that back in the fan. We've been doing this particular fan now for just on 4 years. And in that time, we've sold about 2,500 units into the UK and Europe. We haven't issued a single replacement impeller for the VBW8 fan. And I think that's testament to the strength of this. And it's really important. Again, it's all down to downtime, hassle, the fan not doing what it was bought to do. If you have to replace one of these, even if it's issued under warranty, you've got to have the fan apart. You've got to take the impeller off of the motor shaft, put it all back together. It's not a job that you want to be doing in the middle of harvest. That is really important. One of the other key benefits of the VBW8 is the fact that it's class leading in terms of air movement. You'll see an uplift in air movement of 15 to 20% over its competitors. And again, that's quite important because this you've bought to ventilate your crop. And if you buy the best one that moves the most air, you're going to get that crop cooler quicker. So those few advantages, I think, are key as to why you should be sourcing your pedestal fans from Evans and Pierce or one of our distributors through the UK. It's a combination of motor protection, impeller strength, air movement, and longevity. Added to that, there's another benefit which we haven't touched on, is our integral differential controller. This is an optional extra, but if you choose to go down this route, the fan will come with this fitted. There's no need for any input from an electrician. It monitors the temperature of the crop and the ambient air local to the fan, and then it turns the fan on when cooling conditions are optimum. That is an optional extra, but if you go for it, when the fan arrives, it's all there. All you have to do is plug the fan in and you're ready to go. Thank you for taking the time to listen, and I hope I've gone some way to convincing you that VBW8s, Polycool and British built products should be the choice for your farm for this harvest. Thank you.